Hey everyone, Delphi Trading Group here with another weekly market report here on YouTube. We do this for you guys every week, so please like, subscribe, follow our channels because we are just doing some amazing work. Markets are about to close in a couple minutes, maybe even 1 minute. But before we get to that, so some big news over the weekend. Now remember the markets were closed yesterday for Martin Luther King, but over the weekend we can see Trump is starting with his tariff onslaught again. Okay, it looks like there's going to be a big dispute over Greenland. Trump talks on Wednesday in Davos. So we saw a pretty big market decline today. Futures were down pretty big over the weekend, and today markets are getting hit on this news. But the other thing that I think is flying under the hood here is what's going on and there's the market close. The other thing that's going on here, besides the tariff stuff that is kind of under the hood, is what's going on in Japan. Okay, rates in Japan are at 30-year highs. Okay, whenever rates are going up in Japan, that is not a good thing for the rest of the world. Okay, it affects the carry trade. Japan is one of the largest holders of our debt, so things could be starting to spiral pretty badly in Japan. So please just keep an eye on that with what's going on out there. That could be a big thing negatively hitting the markets if things continue to get worse over there in Japan. Okay, so here we are. The market's just closed. We are on Thinkorswim, and we have the SPY up here. Okay, so our target, you can see from last week, hit the very next day, and now it's obviously surpassed that. So what do we see here now? Well, we gapped down pretty big, okay, on higher volume, okay. Our indicators below our CCI is at oversold. Stochastic is not there yet, but again, look what's going on with the volume. Okay, price and volume always trump the indicators. Okay, so we're seeing selling coming in, and we think there's going to be some continued momentum here. Okay, we are eyeing maybe the support here, which could be support roughly around 672. Ish. So that is where I am going with my forecast. I am going right down toward that support level. Okay, so that is my forecast for next week. This could even hit tomorrow, so we'll keep an eye on that. Okay, on to the Qs, and I'm going to look at something else on the Qs after we look at the IWM. But again, the Qs gapping down again on higher volume, same sort of setup with the SPY. So we could see some support here around 602. The bigger support will be around number 600, which is this big candle low here. Okay, so because of the volume, we are going to go head lower to that support level down there. Okay, IWM, and I'll get back to the Qs in a minute. And by the way, our forecast on the Qs last week, like the SPY, hit the very next day, so you could see the forecast there. Okay, the only forecast that did not hit is the IWM, but we think this forecast will hit now. Okay, we were just, January is known for, the big funds getting out of their winning positions and getting in the small caps. We think this has been the effect. We think that effect is over. And I do believe IWM will start to catch up with the other indexes. But for now, I am sticking with that forecast here. Okay, the 20-day moving average is here, around 258, 259. So I am leaving that one in place. Look below at our indicator CCI, still coming out of overbought. Stochastic just crossing now with a sell signal at overbought. Okay, so we do think the IWM is going to come down. Going back to the Qs, one thing we need to keep an eye on here is the monthly chart, okay? The monthly charts right now, again, we still have some time, Actually, let me go to, so we get a cleaner chart. Let me go to the NDX. Okay, here's a much cleaner chart. So you can see here, now this is the monthly chart. Okay, remember here we had in November, we had a very bearish candle and a pivot. Okay, followed by a spinning top, another bearish candle at tops. Okay, now, even though we made a high, we are now have a bearish engulfing candle. And this is the same setup on the SPY. So we have another week or more to go for the month. If the index is finished with bearish engulfing candles, okay, like the, look at the SPX here as well, bearish engulfing candle right there. Our bearish thesis will not be over, okay, for a substantial move lower this year, okay? So keep an eye on the monthly charts. Right now we have bearish engulfing candles. If I go to the SPY, another thing to look at on the weekly chart, what is going on the weekly chart now? SPY has closed under, that's the 20-week moving average, okay? We closed back here. Under it, we got a wick down until then we bounced, okay? You need to watch this because the next support, there is some support here, but the main one to watch now, this is the 50-week moving average. This is down near 650, okay? And we continue to see option flows coming in bearish all day today on the indexes, going out till next month. We've been seeing 640 puts on the SPY, 648, 650. So again, keep an eye on these charts because they will guide the way. Okay, even though the markets were down today, we had our best trading day of the month already here at Delphi. Okay, and one bonus play I'm going to give you guys here is on PL, Planet Labs. Okay, we think we have a pivot here. We have a shooting star, another shooting star, a pivot at the top Bollinger Band. So we do think now this pivot is going to result into Planet Labs, PL, heading back down towards that 20-day moving average. Okay, look how far that is from the 20-day moving average. And we have a gap down here. Volume going down on the way up is bearish. CCI zero line cross. Overbought. Same with stochastic. So watch PL. Okay. Now we are going to move to TradingView to look at a couple things. Okay. First things first. Like we talked about in Japan, you need to pay attention to what's going on here with the bond market and the rates. This is the 10-year. This is the biggest instrument, most popular, most liquid. This is what everything is based off of here in the US. And we've been talking about this possible bullish breakout of this wedge. We've been talking to the community, our community, about this since back here. We did say the averages were eventually going to collide and get the breakout. Well, we already got this breakout now ahead of time. Okay, so we do think this is not done. Okay, now doesn't mean we're going to go straight up. There's going to be some chop, but I think eventually we are going to revisit these highs back here near 4.8%. If that happens, look out. This is really going to put pressure on the indexes and especially the small caps. Okay, so keep an eye on the 10-year. Keep an eye on the rates here because they are going up now and breaking out. Okay, let's look at crypto real quick. We haven't looked at crypto in a while. Nothing really changing here since we sold out all our positions at 122,000. We are still in the process of going lower here. We actually did put some short positions on back here at the top of the channel, which worked out really well. Whether we're bouncing in this top channel or the bottom channel or both, again, nothing's changing here. We are going to continue to go lower is our view in the crypto market. Okay, so that was a look at Bitcoin. We are going to move now. We want to show you guys something, why we had our best trading day of the month. Okay, this is the Delphi room where we do all our amazing work. And you can see here, this is the chat. We actually posted today in the community at the end of the day. Amazing day here. And you can see what happened. We went 6-0 on our trades today. Over 2% for our total portfolio just for today. Okay, and if we look closer, you can see all the put positions here that we had. Okay, we had index puts here, all SPY Qs. Our Qs here, these were off option flows over 516%. We cashed out for those. And you can see other ones here, just a monster day for the community here. And why were we so short? Well, here we're going to look at our YouTube. Okay, if you do not follow us on YouTube, please, get on there and follow us, because we put some amazing things out there. And our YouTube handle is here, Delphi_trades. Okay, at Delphi_trades on X, not YouTube. We're on YouTube now. But you can see what we posted here. UOA channel on fire. Again, this is our unusual option activity or option flows. On Friday, we saw unusual option activity on QQQ 618 puts, which expired today. Okay, we put out a trade for the community at $1.25. Those actually hit over 10x. Okay, you can see here, we posted that they were 8x gains. But if we look closer, you can see now, here are the puts on Friday. Someone came in, they bought these 618 puts. Okay, roughly $1.98. We actually got in those for $1.25 because we waited till the end of the day. So that worked out amazingly well. And you can see here, like always, we put out the trade, scaling in to the 618 put, UOA put for Monday, $1.25. And then again, look what those did. These actually got higher. We took this snapshot here in the morning. These actually got well over $10. Okay, so again, this is what we do here at Delphi. Nobody does what we do with trading, crypto, which has been killing it, option flows. Nobody does what we do here. So please like, subscribe to the channel, follow us on X, get the word out. Trust us, we do not charge a lot of money for the services we provide, all the services we provide. What we charge here, we basically pay ourselves for option flow data, which is crazy. So anyway, beware of the markets. We do think we could have more to go. And, Trump is up on deck in Davos. Pay attention to what's going on with that. And the Japan bond market, the rates here in the U.S., a lot going on. We could see some relief bounce, though, if we do continue lower. But again, which we will, as always, update our community on. So that's it from us. Again, we will see you again next week. Take care and good luck trading.